Hello and welcome to this Beard Clipper video. In this video I'm going to unbox and do a very quick kind of one-up playthrough of the awesome recent Kickstarter called And That's How I Died. Now I am just a backer, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, and so this is completely and utterly upfront and honest discussion of the quality of the components and whether I think the game's going to be fun. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I do reply to all of them, so do say hi. But if you don't want to, that's cool. Just enjoy the video and I'll see you again at the end. And look at how well this has been packed. Really impressive. Lots of cling film and lots of bubble wrap. So what I'm going to do now is unwrap it, making lots of noise, and show you what's inside. So I should hasten to add, this is not the retail version. Haha, look at that. This is wrapped with a bow. Isn't that wonderful? How cool is that? This is the Kickstarter one. So we've got two things. I've got a little, let's get into this and see what this is. This has arrived super quickly. I mean, the campaign was only a few weeks ago, it feels like. And that's how I died. So we've got a little play pool, deck, discard pile. That's really cool, and it's a nice, good quality. And then sealed with a bow. That's really nice. I'm gonna have to cut that though because it's because of how it's tied. I think I'd rather not. Let me see if I can undo it. So this was sent down to me via a thing called Econ, which we have over here in Bulgaria, because the game designer is an awesome guy in Sofia. And so he was able to ship it to me, which is really good. Yeah, I'm not going to keep picking at this on camera. I'll get this undone and we'll have a look inside the box. Yeah, I gave up. I just got my knife. So let's have a quick look and see what's inside this. First of all, let's have a look at the box. And that's how I died. So it's for ages 10 plus. It's players 2 to 5 players, 15 to 45 minutes. Card game for adventuring and dying in style. You are the world's mightiest heroes, but you are a little dead. So what it is it's about telling stories about your epic lives. Who among you was the greatest? And the aim is to build a legend in your own mind to be the most legendary hero, but you're dead. So. Ah, look, signed. Thank you very much. To Andrew and his kin, mighty warriors one and all. There we are. Rules for adventuring. So here's the rules. Nice little booklet. Oh, it folds out. That's why that looks upside down. So it's a fold-out booklet. That's cool. So we'll go through that in detail in a bit. And then 2 packs. We've got 2 packs of cards. And there I will get those sleeved. And it looks like they should fit in even when they're sleeved, so that's good. And it's a really nice little box, nothing underneath it. Very cool. So what we'll do is I'll get those. I'll get all of the cards unpacked and I'll get them sleeved. I'll read the rules and then we'll go through what else is in the box. We'll have a look at the rules and I'll tell you a little bit more about the game. But for an initial unboxing, that's looking lovely. Well, I've just sat down to put the sleeves on these and seeing that the sides of the cards are silvered. Isn't that beautiful? That is so cool. So yeah, I'm just about to get these all sleeved, and then I will do a quick playthrough, run through, show you what you get in a little bit more detail and explain the game. But yeah, really cool little touch that. I've just finished sleeving all these up, and what I've found is it doesn't actually, sleeve cards don't actually fit into the little plastic insert, which is a shame. It's always better when the cards fit in correctly. However, what I'm going to be able to do anyway is make one of my own. So I'll show you roughly how I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get it done. So I am a hoarder. I save things, and the reason why I save things is for this very reason. And one of the things I really love is this packing material. It's not XPS. It's I don't know how to describe it really, but it's just a really good material for making things like I'm about to. And I've got quite a lot of it. I've got a box of it upstairs, a big box. I've just brought some down, which I think will be sufficient. So what I'm going to do first of all, as I've double checked, this thickness here will allow these two piles to sit quite nicely, have a little bit on top, and then it will be able to be packed and it won't be able to move. So I'm going to cut this down to size. I only need to shave a very little off that and then cut it to size here. And then what I'll do is I will then mark on that where my cards will go. I'm going to have a little divider between these two and a divider across. So these, so you can't see that out of shot. Yeah, so the two big stacks will have a divider. So let me just quickly show you how that will look. So one will sit like this. And one will sit like this, and I'll have a little divider between them, and then I'll have a little divider coming down here as well, and then I'll pad that side up a little bit more so that I can put my other cards on top, and they will be at roughly the right height, and then I will block this area off. So I'll get my measuring and my cutting done, and then I'll come back and show you about the gluing, which is literally just with PVA, because that works really well with this. I think it did last time. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Well, that didn't take very long. So as you can see, I've done what I said. So I've got these two decks. I've not glued it yet. That's actually a couple of the slightly thinner material together, and then I've built up a little kind of area there, and I've also built up an area here. Now, once this is all glued in, what I will do is I will carve out a little kind of like finger notch here and a little finger notch here just to help me get in to these, so a little kind of U shape here and a U shape here to help me get into these to the cards and make it easier to take them out, and also a U-shaped one inside here where you can't see, just so I can get my finger down. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some PVA and I'm going to glue these in, and then leave it for a bit, and then while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to be able to do my little demonstration game. So yeah, doesn't take very long, couple of minutes to cut that out. Just saving up packing material that's come in various things over the years. So yeah, that's how it looks when it's done. Pretty cool, that, isn't it? Right, I will. Oh no, not that one. There we are. That's better. Right, I will. Yeah, I will glue this together, and then next thing we'll do will be a quick playthrough. Right, so the insert is done. Like I say, it's a bit of a shame that I had to do this. I really think that companies should take into account most people seem to want to sleeve their cards, and I certainly do because I want to keep it nice. And I didn't end up using PVA. Well, I did use PVA, it didn't work, so I got my grabby glue, my basically it's construction glue, and that has worked fine. As you can see, I've cut out the little finger holes so I can get the cards out without trouble, and everything fits in really nicely, including with the little instruction sheet. So I'm really pleased with that. But like I say, shouldn't really have to do that, I don't think. But that is what it is. Not every publisher thinks about us who like to sleeve. But hopefully someone might see this. Who knows? Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is get this out and show you quickly how the game plays and what the rough concept is, and then we'll wrap this video up. Okay, so I'm learning this while I'm showing you. So yeah, so the first thing we do is we take the 10 achievement cards and we shuffle them. And you place the number of cards equal to 2 plus the number of players. And I'm going to pretend that this is going to be a 2-player game. So I'll place 4 cards face up on the table for all to see. So we'll take 4 cards like that, put those to one side and place them face up. So we've got the collection, the schemer, the legend, the seeker. Next, you draw 6 cards from the adventure deck. Now this here is the adventure deck, these 2 stacks of the adventure deck. So once again, I'm going to shuffle these, I believe. So yeah, we'll shuffle these. Doesn't say not to. It doesn't say that you should, but I think that because I know that there are rules around the suits, so the different colours, which do have an impact on success and what have you, that you don't want to have all the yellows together and all the reds together or what have you. So we're going to shuffle these, and as I play this will get more and more shuffled, obviously, or maybe not, but anyway, there's quite a lot of cards here, so that's actually a little bit whatever. So what we then do is we draw 6 cards from the adventure deck and arrange them on the table face up for all to see. So we've got Spied On. I'm going to keep cutting actually. 2 reds, the Deadly, Mimic, Hydra. So I've got 1, 2 and 3, so that's good. Helped. I'll explain to you the concept and the relevance of 1, 2 and 3 shortly. There we are, and Haggled With. And then what we do is do that there. Okay. So what we have here is we have the pool, we have the deck, we've got the discard pile. And the aim of the game is basically to make a story or tell a story of how you died. Just drop the camera there a little bit. So you're looking to build up a hand, and the points you score are how you're going to win, and the points here are how much damage you take. So once I believe you've reached 15 points, let me just quickly double check that. Yes, once you've reached 15 points on these damage points, which only show up on the 3 card, then that means that you're dead, and your cards are then frozen, so your story is frozen. While you're in play, other people can technically steal your cards, and so sometimes it can be best if you've got a really good hand with lots of points. So the Deadly giving you 3, or Haggled are giving you 4. I'm not entirely sure how high those numbers go up, but anyway, so if you've got 3 5s, for example, and you can then get yourself up to 15, then that means that you've saved those points, you've locked those points away, and that then goes. So what we do is on each of your turns, so you say once I, and what I can do is say Spied On, which gives me 5 points. I've got 2 other ones, I've got a 2 and a 3. So what you're trying to do is pull, so you can use cards from your hand. Right, okay, so I think I might have missed something here, wait a second. So we're actually supposed to have 6 cards each, apologies. So we're supposed to have 6 cards each. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, just cut this again because I don't want to have it all the way. 4, 5, 6, and then player 2 over here is going to have 6 as well. That's what I missed. I have read the rules, but when you're filming sometimes things slip your mind, and I just realised I'd forgotten that. So these are the pool, and you're going to end up, every player has 6 cards as well. So there we are, I've done that in a random way. So you've got 6 cards each, 6 cards in the pool, the deck, and what you're trying to do is build a story. So let's have a look and see what I've dealt myself. So I've got a 2, I've got a 3, a 3, a 2, a 1, a 3 and a 3. So I've got 1, 1, which is a 5, which is good. I've got a 2, which is a 5, which is good. And down here we've got a 3, which is a 5. So what I'm going to say is, I once humiliated, and I'll play that, I'll do it here so it's invisible, humiliated the demonic Hydra. So there we are. So that is my story. So let's look at what the next step is going to be. Okay, so because we've taken a card from the pool, we're going to replace that, and because I've used 2 from my hand, I'm going to draw 2 more cards, so I end up with 6. What I then do is I have a look and see how many points I've got. So I've got 6 points of damage. So then that is my current rate, current amount. And what I'm going to do then is move that to one side, and the next game, the next round, I will then build another story. And once all of my 3s add up to 15 or more, then that's the end of the game. So what we'll do is we'll just have a quick look at the second hand, and then I'll wrap this up, because I want you to go and buy it, and I don't want to give away all the rules, but I do want you to I do want to see that it's quite a cool game. And you know what, I'm going to be taking this to hopefully we're going to be playing this with some friends very soon. So yeah, so this hand is not so good. We've got everything we need: 1 1 2 2 2 3, but we've only got 3 3 3 1 2 3. So yeah, that's the points that I'm going to get from playing those. However, if we look down on the table here, then we can see that there's some quite nice things going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 1. Now on the bottom of that 1 you can see we've got a swap card. Now this is an action which we'll go into in a second. So just 1 minute, what I'll do is I'll move these out of the way. That's the first person's hand. And we're going to go, I once haggled with, which gives me 4 points and also will allow me to swap. Now if you remember, I had 3 5s in the first player's hand, and this is where you're going to start to see some of the fun of this. So I once haggled with, and what I can do is I can put a 2 down here, which is the shadow, which forces an opponent to swap a card from their adventure with the card in the pool. So I've got 2 swaps going on here, and I can now, have I got a 3 allow me to swap? No, I don't. So I'm going to go for that. So I once haggled with the shadow homunculus. It's pretty cool. So what that's going to do is swap 1 card on the table with another card on the table of the same type. So I'm going to take this 1 and I'm going to steal their 5. So you can see now immediately I've gone from having sorry, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this 1 and steal the demonic. That's what I'm going to do. So immediately I've stolen 4 points from them and gained 4 points from me. So I've got myself in a good place, and then force the opponent to swap a card from their adventure with the card on the pool. So I've got a 3.3 here, so I'm going to force them to swap Hydra back in to Mimic. And there you are. So you can see there's a lot of, it can get quite fun, I'm sure, this game. And there's a lot of interaction, a lot of fun, and yeah, really, really cool. So there we are. I'm going to pack this up now, and I will do a quick camera summary. I hope that's been useful. So yeah, let's get this tidied up, and I'll be back in a second. You know what I should say? Once you've died, you get to choose one of these. So, and that adds points. So the Schemer gives you 33 points. The Seeker gives you 26. So once you've reached your 15 points of damage, then you you get to take an achievement. So that's what that's for. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Right, now I will pack this up and I'll be back in a second. Well, there you are. I really enjoyed that. Actually, that little playthrough makes me want to play it again, and that's a good sign of a good game. And thank you very much to Nicola for sending that down to me via eCont so quickly and so well packaged, and with the lovely message inside. Nicola Petrov is the guy that wrote the game, came up with the game, and he lives up in Sofia, not far from me, so that was really cool. And I'm hoping at one point to actually get to play against him. Unfortunately, I can't go to the launch party thing up there, just not possible. Too much short notice and too many other things going on, else I'd have got to meet him, and that would have been cool. But maybe at some point he can pop down here, or I can go up there and we can have a game together. That would be great. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. So yeah, brilliant, great Kickstarter. Ran really successfully while it was on Kickstarter. Game arrived exactly when it was supposed to. There was no delays, no problems. All of the components looked to be good, apart from that little issue with the sleeving of the cards and not being able to fit them in the provided insert. That's a shame, but other than that, everything A+ spot on, beautiful. I love the gold kind of like sides on the cards. I'm not sure if that might be Kickstarter exclusive, don't know. As I said, I'm not really affiliated. I've just backed the campaign and then was chatting to Nicola Petrov because I help run a Kickstarter Discord, and he was in there. So yeah, just that's how I got to know him. So I'm not actually affiliated or associated anyway. So yeah, I just thought I'd put this together, and hopefully it's been useful. I'm not totally sure if you can still buy this. If you can, I'll put a link in the description, and I'll put a pinned comment as well if you are able to still buy this. But otherwise, well, I suppose otherwise you missed out, but hopefully you can still get it. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I always say in all my videos, to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.